Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, May 9th, 2017. Hope you had a good trading day on Monday. Not sure how you would have because the market opened fairly flat and closed with the S&P literally plus 0.09 points. It doesn't seem very exciting. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. We had 12 candles up as of Friday. What did Monday change for that? Nothing. We didn't get a 13. We didn't go anywhere. So it doesn't really matter. No sell signal yet on the broad market. Let's go through the major indices, and then we'll look at the intraday action, such as it was. It was horrible. And then we'll talk about everything else. So crude oil, 46.42. That's an unchanged close. Got gold up 70 cents to 12.2780. S&P cash index, like I said, literally up 0.09 points, which is basically not even a tenth of a point. Horrible. NASDAQ 100, you could say, registered a new closing high, up 12.98, which is almost 13 points. Stocks down 3. Not a new closing high there. Biotech's down 63. This is a bigger deal. This is approaching the lows of the last 3 months. The only thing that actually moved. Now, here it is. This is unbelievable. I don't know what to tell you on this one because if you've been a student of the market, if you understand what this means, this is a big deal. If you don't understand what this means, you probably will never make money in the markets. But here's what it is. The VIX closed the session at 9.77, down 80 cents. I don't know that I've ever, I mean, the VIX shouldn't even be under 12, and it has been since January a lot. I don't think I've ever seen the VIX close under 10. Single digits on the VIX is a big problem for traders. It's a big problem for the markets. It's a big problem for the economy, really. The lower the VIX goes, obviously, the worse it is for the markets. It can go on for an extended period at low prices, and it just means that the market isn't going to sell off if you don't finally start to get that roll. But it's not a positive. You know, every up day in the markets is just waiting to be sold when you get low VIX numbers. I just have never seen this. I mean, I've been doing this since 1990. I've been in the market since 1990. 9.77 on the VIX is just ridiculous. It's not good for traders. It's a bad sign for what's going on in the markets. Markets have been like this since, well, I'll be honest with you, a week after Election Day, and everything else, we've been mostly under 13, 12, 11 on the VIX. It's horrible. Good luck. Trade 0.99, 10-day moving average 1.1. NASDAQ volume 1.7 billion. Again, this is the same as Friday. It doesn't really matter. Advanced decline ratio negative 274 on the NASDAQ, and on the New York it was negative 288. Google closes up 8. So look, hey, ignore everything else that's going on. Another new closing high on Google. Apple runs 4. Look at that. And these two stocks alone could basically mean, you know, the NASDAQ should probably up about 30, but it's up about 13. And this is why the advanced decline ratio is negative and more stocks are down than up, and yet the indices keep going up. Look at this. Amazon at 14. Basically a new closing high on Amazon. Unbelievable. Netflix down 22 cents. Doesn't really matter. Tesla down 1.16. Because why not? TLT down 66 cents off of a closing high, a close of 120.63. Dow Jones, I mean, up 5. That's a blip. That's like the S&P closing at 0.09. Doesn't really matter. Goldman Sachs down $1.84. And just note that the 13 buy signal on Goldman is still in play, but we haven't gone anywhere yet from that perspective. All right, let's take a look at the intraday action. So let's go to 5-minute candles on the ES. Look at that. I mean, can you get any flatter? Little flat, mostly flat opening. We filled the gap within the first few minutes. Tried to drift lower. Got to the low of the day, which is only a 10-point range after about 2 hours, and that was it. And the back half of the day, I mean, I'm not kidding you. We're in a 4-point range for 5 hours. I mean, it's horrible. Like, how is this even possible? I've never seen this. Here's the NASDAQ 100. And notice this. So let's go back. The ES has a 13 sell signal Friday after the stock market closes in the 15 minutes before with settlement. And that's the high of the last couple of weeks. Now you look at the NASDAQ side. We had a 12 there. We got a 13 midday here. So that's your sell signal. We get the pink risk line from that. And then at the close, we pop up in the last 10 minutes. We get a little news pop and run right into that pink line, and we can't get through it. So pretty much, if you don't know this stuff, you don't know anything about what's going on in the market. That's how it works. All right. What's going on tomorrow? I mean, to change all this, because obviously this remains horrible. The VIX reading is the problem. There's no volatility in the market. There's nothing else to look at. Keeps everything contained. Smart traders are doing what? They're not over trading because that'll kill you. They're waiting for very specific opportunities and moving on. We've had a lot of money made in the futures the last 3 or 4 weeks, and that sometimes is easier in a dead market than stocks, but we shall see. In terms of data, Tuesday, JOLTS job openings and wholesale inventories at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 30 minutes into the market. That's it. There's nothing else to look at. So we still don't have anything that's going to move the market. I don't know what else to tell you. We're just going to see what happens. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great trading Tuesday.